What makes coffee gear worth the hype? How do you know if a new tool is really worth adding to your setup? And what happens when you combine old school brewing with new tech? Today, on the Moorish Gourmet, I picked up two items from Taobao before tariffs ruined the fun: a Bialetti induction plate and the Icamo K63, or as the box insists, the Orca by Cafe Sing. I had no idea I was getting an Orca, but here we are. And there's one more item in this haul, but it came in on a different truck. Let's just say I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Maybe even 9 out of 9. We'll keep that a special surprise for another video. First up, the Bialetti induction plate. If you've ever tried brewing with a Chesve, a mocha pot, or a Bellman on an induction stove, you probably haven't. Induction stoves are an exclusive club, and your brewers aren't on the list. That's where this glorified air hockey puck with a handle comes in. It's the guest pass your non-magnetic gear needs to crash the induction party. It came in this haul, and maybe you'll see it in a future video. Unboxing it felt like Christmas morning if Santa trafficked in overseas knockoffs and counterfeit wares. Marketplaces like Taobao and AliExpress are a gamble. This time, it paid off. Next up, the Icamo K63, or should I say the Orca, because that's what it says on the box. I half expect to hear whale calls every time I turn the handle.
Too much Orca. Didn't it sound like Orca?
Okay, moving on. Here's what actually makes this grinder stand out. Most hand grinders use conical burrs. That's standard. But the Icamo K63 isn't standard. It comes with two interchangeable burr sets: flat burrs and ghost burrs. Flat burr hand grinders are rare. Ghost burr hand grinders aren't exactly common either, but finding one that lets you swap between both, that's what makes this one special. I originally set out to try ghost burrs and had my eye on the Cafe Sing Orca. Then I found the Icamo K63 on Taobao for a fraction of the price. What I didn't realize until I unboxed it is that they're the same grinder. Mounting the Icamo on the Flare Power Tower was an experiment. But why? Because I assumed it would fit. No research, no confirmation, just pure, unfounded optimism. Bought it on a wing, a prayer, and some questionable logic. The Power Tower is basically a fancy power drill for manual grinders, not essential, but undeniably fun. And it saved me from grinding an espresso dose by hand. Together, these two, they're a power couple, Beyonce and Jay-Z, but cranked on espresso. The motor engaged and the Icamo held up effortlessly. No flex, no weird resistance, just smooth, consistent grinding. The flat burrs cut through the beans efficiently, producing a fluffy, uniform grind. Watching the grounds fall into the Power Tower's catch cup, fluffy and all over the place, was slightly unnerving, yet a practice in mindfulness at the same time. Next time, I'll grind directly into the Icamo's screw-on catch cup to avoid the mess. If the grind is dialed in, the DeLonghi ECP3420 is reliable, predictable, and pulls a solid shot. But you have to get there without a manometer or a solenoid, and you know what that means. No pressure gauge to guide you, no three-way valve to vent excess pressure, just you, your grind, and a little bit of faith. The shot choked because I ground too fine. It over-extracted because I ground too fine. Bitter. But the real win, the process itself, grinding, prepping, pulling the shot, watching it all unfold, it's hands-on, methodical, and oddly therapeutic. The Icamo and the Power Tower aren't must-haves, but they make the ritual more enjoyable. If this episode piqued your curiosity, I'd love to hear about your own unboxing stories, coffee gear, kitchen gadgets, or something completely unexpected. Drop your stories in the comments, and let's keep the conversation brewing. Enjoyed this unboxing? Give it a like and subscribe for more coffee gear deep dives, and tag a friend who needs to see this. Let's call it a day, while the mess is still manageable. Thanks for watching.